trigger warning for SA, CSA, SA. The three women sit huddled together, hands and arms intertwined, heads on each other's shoulders. For too long, each felt utterly alone, and it's as if their physical closeness gives them a boost of strength. Each tells CNN they were abused by their family doctor. An investigation following similar accounts by other women led to his medical license being revoked. Dozens of women have come forward saying they were molested, often repeatedly. A grand jury said it was not given enough evidence to indict, so there were no criminal charges. Pleas to the state attorney general to intervene have not led to new charges, but the women have vowed to keep fighting. Seeing these women's faces of other survivors and hearing a little bit about their stories, it's more fire to keep going. So let's get into the family doctor. In the Oregon community where Nicole Snow grew up, Dr. David Farley was always there. His house was around the corner in Wilsonville, a city on the banks of the Willamette River, about a 30-minute drive south of Portland. His kids went to her high school. He ran in the same social circles as her parents, and their families had even vacationed together. Every Sunday, she saw him at their Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints in the center of town, where he had long-standing and was a long-standing and respected member of the congregation. I remember very specifically as a teenager, he would chase me down at church, me and other friends my age, and really pin us in a corner and massage our arms and shoulders and say, "Hey, you need to come see me," Snow says. I would often try to leave early just to go hide in the car. For years, Snow didn't articulate the anxiety she felt around Farley, a Harvard-educated doctor. So when she started experiencing stomach pain around the age of 15, it was only natural for her mother to take her to his office. Farley was a one-stop shop for generations of patients at the West Lynn Family Health Center in the neighboring community. He did wellness checks and sports physicals for the children in the affluent suburbs, as well as prenatal care and delivering babies. His standing in the LDS Church attracted many fellow Mormons to his practice, but he was a fixture for the wider community too. Snow, who is now 32, said from the very first visit, he was able to manipulate and place my mom in a specific place in the room where she had no idea what he was doing with his hands. Over the next 3 years, during more than 40 visits, Snow said he subjected her to repeated SA, using scare tactics to conduct what she describes as uncomfortably long breast exams and repeated penetrative pelvic and rectal exams. He told me and my mother that he had a young patient die of cervical cancer, and so he, as a doctor, wanted to check all his patients starting at an early age and frequently. That's how he was able to start abusing me. Snow says her upbringing in the LDS Church made her particularly vulnerable to an older male, as the church put men in an unquestioned position of authority with grounds to delve deeply into even the most personal aspect of one's life. At one point, he asked my mom to leave the room so he could ask me about my history. And that was something I was very familiar with. Going into the room with a bishop alone, being asked purity questions. In 2009, Snow turned 18 and went in for her first appointment without her mother. Despite knowing she was not yet active, Farley suggested a procedure to make more pleasurable. What she would later learn was a hymenectomy. He just, okay, it's awful. There are lots of people in here, or a few other, because this is a group of women who are fighting against this doctor. She goes on to talk about how she didn't realize anything was wrong or different until she went to her first OB outside of when she had moved away. That's him. That's that man. And apparently he's active again in the church community, which is unsettling to the women who say he used that setting to prey on them. Why don't we believe women? It makes me so sick to my stomach. Purity culture, capitalism, patriarchy, white supremacy, religion, all those things, systems of oppression under which we're forced to operate, keep upholding these monsters, creating these monsters. I may have to take a break soon. Maybe I don't mean that. I don't know. Don't forget to hit those buttons over there. I hope your day doesn't suck. Okay, love y'all. Bye.